Hey guys, welcome back to FM21 Beta Save with Valencia. Sadly, OBS has once again let us down with a cock up on the recording, so I'm going to have to show you how we got on in our first few games of the season. And before we do that though, we're going to show you some of the changes we made within the squad. So if we go ahead and look at our transfer history, as you can see, we have brought in 3 players. Jackalshire, sadly we did not register him in time, and by in time I mean I forgot. Clicked continue on the email, so he's unregistered. We also brought in Alexander Pato on a free transfer and Vinicius Jr. on loan. Outgoings, as you can see, we've got 1 or 2. We've got Kevin Gramero, went to Marseille. We got rid of his 100 grand a week wages and picked up 3.6 million just for that. Sabrino also got rid of his FD contract. I think he was on about 20 grand a week, and we got 2.3 million for him, as well as a few loans. We're going to go ahead as well, look, as you can see, if I quickly can show you that we are looking like we are going to be seeing a takeover. As for the finances, you can see that we're losing a lot because of our debt repayments. £76 million of debt, which isn't great at the minute, but we hopefully will see a change of that. As for the squad, we're going to look at tactics, see how we are lining up. As you can see, Guedes has got an injury, but don't worry about that. That happened in one of today's videos in the match. But currently we are playing Maxi Gomez, who's on fire with 9 goals in just 6 games. Half of his goals have come this season. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at our schedule. In our first game of the episode, we faced Cadiz, who are newly promoted side, away from home, but we were still hoping for an easy game, and it was just that. After a bright start, you can see after just 14 minutes we got our first goal to save with a deep free kick played into Slayer, who slid it past the goalkeeper. Just 7 minutes later though, we did also have a disallowed goal. Lee Kangin picked it up with Jose Guy whipping in a ball. It was cleared, but only as far as Wasu, and then Carrera drilled it forward to Slayer, who crossed it in. You'll see here. And eventually the ball was in the back of the net, but the referee ruled it out for offside. Although just 20 minutes later though, we did end up getting a second goal of the game with plenty of space on the left hand side. Jose Guy cut in and whipped a ball into the bottom right corner to make it 2-1 just before half time. And then just after the hour mark, after a long goal kick, poor defending, Algardo Negredo found some space on the 20-yard out and drilled a shot in to the back of the net. And just 10 minutes from time, we did pick up the ball, pushing for a third, and as you see, Jose Guy whips a ball in. Maxi Gomez finally gets off the mark with his first goal of the season to make it 3-1 and get 3 in our first game. In our second game, as you can see, it was an absolutely battering of Real Betis. One not full of controversy. Pretty boring first half, but in the second half we told our boys to kick on. And just 10 minutes into the second half, that's exactly what they did. As you can see, Carrera picked up the ball on the right hand side, plays it in for Maxi Gomez, who slots it past Claudio Bravo, make it 1-0 on the 55th minute mark. As you can see, a ball was played out to Carrera, who managed to whip a ball into the near post to Maxi Gomez and managed to slot it past Claudio Bravo at the near post just 10 minutes into the second half. 2 minutes later, Soler picked up the ball again, drilled down at the other side of the pitch, and Vinicius Jr. managed to slot home another goal, his first goal for the club. And then just 10 minutes from time, Alexander Pato managed to find Maxi Gomez to make it 3 on the edge of the box with a wonderful volley. And then converted from the penalty spot just 2 minutes from time to make it 4-0. But that was not all we did in the meantime. We had a disallowed goal for Real Betis, which arguably was not offside, but VAR stepped in and decided it was. And after VAR steps in the first time, as you can see, they stepped in here to rule a goal offside. And then just moments later, after a really poor goal kick straight from that, a tackle in the box was originally ruled as a penalty, but the referee then listened to VAR and ultimately ruled out not a penalty. Then just moments later, after Real Betis gift the ball away in a dangerous area, we looked to counter with Alexander Pato. Played it forward to the onrushing Vinicius Jr., who drove towards the byline and was cut down as he reached it. The referee pointed to the spot and VAR straight away in his ear, as you can see there, and all the Betis players surrounded him. And a third controversial penalty decision, VAR decision, was given, and Maxi Gomez stepped up to make it 9 goals in 6 games in the league. As for our first game off camera, as you can see, we played at Atletico Pamplona. We won't look at the highlights because they were pretty boring. We did take the lead after 5 minutes, but they fired back after 9, and then just 9 minutes from time, Caleri grabbed the second goal completely against the run of play, as you can see from the XG match story, to win 2-1 as we suffered our first defeat of the season. We then played another 2 games off camera. This first one was a 3-0 home win over Elche. As you can see, Maxi Gomez continued his fine form, and Denis Cheryshev also got on the score sheet. And then a second home game in a row was a second 3-0 win in a row, and another VAR controversy. 2 offside goals, a penalty, 2 red cards in that game, which VAR was heavily involved in. And then a 1-0 win in which we just scraped against Villarreal. As you can see in the Villarreal game, the 1-0 was the final score, and it all stemmed from this long throw in from Was, and the referee blew his whistle and said that he was going to go look at the on-screen monitor for a potential handball. And after a long review for a potential handball, the referee did indeed point to the spot, and a penalty was given. The third controversial game in terms of VAR use. Maxi Gomez once again easily stepped up to slam home another penalty and get another goal. As for where that leaves us in the league, as you can see, we are currently sitting in second place, just 1 point behind Real Madrid with 1 loss, 5 wins. Going forward then, we are going to play through November. We're going to come back for the Real San Sebastian game and the Atletico Madrid game, and then play through the January transfer window with Atletico and Barcelona at the bookends. Hopefully OBS will be all alright, we'll have proper live reactions and face cam, and hopefully, just hopefully, we continue on, we get taken over, we get out of all this debt, and we continue to be VAR-lencia. As usual, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever a new video goes live, and also check out the links in the description for my social media, my Twitter and my Twitch at FrenchieFM. And I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning and afternoon before the next video, and I will see you next time.